Hey y'all, it's your girl, the real deal, and it's reaction. How's everyone? Glad you're here. Like, share, and subscribe. Hope everybody having a good morning, noon, night, wherever you are in your country. Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all time to get up in here before we get started. Don't forget to smash the like button. Today, what we'll be doing is getting into the Leticia Tosh trial. And what I try to do, people, is I would try, I'm not making up no excuses or nothing like that, but I would try to revisit her trial, in between, going to work and stuff, because I want to be here for us and you all. Um, Leticia. What is I'm doing mentally to stay in this case? But what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the case, okay? So I'm going to share my screen with you all so we can get into the case. And I noticed you all noticed that my title said Leticia Tosh trial. Now today you're going to watch a video, and what we're going to do is we're going to react on the video because I get kind of bored and sleepy, just sitting here listening to it. I be excited now, but listen to the. So what we'll do is listen to the video, and then afterwards, then maybe we can react on now. So do y'all want to react in between it? But we can. I just want us to work together, okay? And I appreciate y'all comments. Y'all been leaving comments. Thank you, subscriber, for subscribing to your channel, The Real Deal. You got to be a real deal to be over here and keep it real, baby. Okay, here we go. I'm not. I said I'm glad the class that I'm taking is telling you don't make up excuses for for nothing. So I'm working on not to make no excuses. Do what I need to do. That's why I put the studio in here so I can get up and come in this room here. And I'm not finished setting up our exciting studio in the back. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me turn the music down. Okay. Here you go. I'm about to turn the music on. Okay, let's take a look. Remember, Leticia is the stepmom.
When your lawyer tells you not to start a war.
Okay, let me try to skip this.
You should listen.
Okay, y'all, let's get started. Okay. Oh, one sec, y'all. Cute. My computer being acting wrong. Let me make sure you all, y'all with me. I'm looking at it right there. Okay. Okay. Now, how did I get down? Oh, I ended the interview. No, hold on, y'all. I ended. Oh, go ahead. Y'all know I'm telling you, I'm hanging in here. I'm hanging. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Right here.
The spot that I had cut out or whatever. So I did. I put it up on the back.
Hold on. Let me catch the Leticia in from the beginning, Jack. This girl here. Mm-mm.
No, you're
There go the family coming in there, y'all. There go the family.
All rise for the jury, please. Thank you, may all be seated. Court will recall 20 CR 1358 People versus Leticia Stauch record should reflect the jury had returned to the courtroom. When we took our break, we were in the midst of a video. I think we're going to start it right at that same point. Prosecution.
We're gonna leave out. I think the coach said it was like maybe 10:35 or whatever the time knew left. So this is where I should have like made this mistake. So I drive to the so the Worcester Ranch. At the end of the Worcester Ranch is a bunch of like construction, things like that. I drive to the new build. I was gonna be like, hey, look, here knows how to, fix it. Because if I get online and start calling people, then they'll be like, make an appointment. I figure I might find somebody that to do like a little side job and come help us fix when I say carpet, I'm talking about fix the living room, the spot that I had cut out or whatever. So I did. I put up on the back part. There were some new houses being built, and there were some Hispanic, and I'm not saying that to be like discriminatory. There were Hispanic people that were out there, and I was like, hey, do you know where you can get the carpet that is in the Lower Ranch model home? So I told them the model home, which is the same home that we had. I mean, I looked at the model home, but I gave them the names because I looked online for the company for the name. And I said, it's in there. I see that everybody has that same carpet. Yes. So we got a roll of the carpet. Where did you get that from? We got it from the guy on the scene. Like I say, got the scene, but the construction area. So we got the carpet from the guy in the construction area. Well, I didn't get it done. He said he was going to bring it to me. So I gave him the address. This is where I messed up. I gave him, and this is why I couldn't tell you this in front of Albert. I gave him our code to get in. He was going to go fix it. And I just assumed working in the house, he was going to be okay, whatever. And me and Gannon left. I just said, hey, this is.
Did you give the garage door code?
Yeah.
And what about the alarm?
Well, if you go in through, say, like you're walking in through our house, so we always keep it on our alarm, and you can walk in through the garage and the alarm will never set off or off. Never. And the reason for that is like there's no door. Like there's nothing that tells that door that it's open. It's in.
You don't have a sensor there.
Right. So we just always, and the kids come in every day in the garage and never have to like set, reset, anything like that.
Okay.
So me and Gannon go on. I don't remember exactly where we went first. I know we rode a little bit because I was looking for different places to buy the dog some like different cute outfits. Because sometimes I get them at Ross. But Petco has some really good deals going on right now. So I was like, I'm gonna go to Petco. Gannon was like, at that point, it was like he wanted to lay down because his stomach was hurting. He wasn't complaining about like any like pain on his arms or anything like that. He just said he wanted to lay down because his stomach was hurting. So we were in Albert's truck. So we lay down. He lays down in the back of the truck. So he's just laying down, whatever. I went to Petco. I can't remember if I went in the store beside Petco. I know we went to places around town, just different locations.
Places did you go to?
I know I went to Petco. I know I went to a gas station to get gas.
What Petco did you go to?
The one at the Nevada. I don't remember
The newer one, like the
midnight. It's the night area. That's the area I basically was in for. I wasn't gone that long for most of the time frame. That was the area that I was in. And then I made the wrong, when you're coming back and it tells you go this way, I made the wrong exit. Like I got in the wrong one. So I went back. I went north a little bit before I turned around to come back because I made it. So I get back and I can't, did we go eat at that time? I didn't get anything to eat. Maybe I just got Starbucks. I could look at my credit card or something. If you want to look at the right that day. You want to look?
No, and eventually, yes, that would be helpful.
Okay. So I don't even remember what happened. Then I realized I had to go back to Petco. That's how we turned around and came back. Because I started off, I bought 2 outfits, didn't want to, and then I came back in Petco and I got the rest of the outfits that were on there because I was like, I'll go 2 more for this price. So I did go back to Petco twice. So I'm sure you'll see that.
In between, did you go?
We left at 10 something. It's like a 30-minute drive from Florissant Ranch. So if I got there, got gas, got Starbucks, maybe I was there at 11-ish. I don't want to say a time. Because
So you go to Petco the first time, and then how long in between the first visit and the second visit?
Oh. Can I give you that, like, looking up?
A guesstimate or
Maybe an hour?
maybe no? You have like any tracker apps or anything on your phone? Because I know, like for me, I have that Life 360, and it'll tell me. It'll tell me, what my short trips are. It'll even tell me if I walked somewhere. It's freaking awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, I just get tracked by Google. Android phones, so it just tells me.
My family likes to know where I'm at, so
Well, we do that to Harley because Lily, was the only child, and then her father was killed. So it's always like me and I, and like she was like really all I had until I got remarried. So I kind of got like maybe a little over. But
Hey, you know what?
right now, like, all right, let's see.
Do you have the one with the subscription? I'm like trying to figure out if I should get that or not.
They don't. She always said something about purchase in it. She said it was called,
Yeah,
you
because
like,
crash
right,
detection
that's what
and
she was saying.
yeah.
And she was saying that it was kind of like how the Apple Watch would do if you had a crash detection, it alert was already with the okay, this is, I don't know if this is like a purchase thing, but I would say I would say hour-ish because I'm very indecisive person when it comes to like topics. So I had to go back and make my mind up. I can be right here, but it's loading. I think maybe.
Can I see it? Maybe it'll give me better research.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Give a password or something. I can put it in.
No, I put it back here.
Okay. In the corner, if you hold it up high, it'll. Because I know people watching, I want them to have my passcode in, and they'll know our code for a lot of stuff. All right, there we go. Is it working? No. Oh, my corner is like typically the sweet corner.
Hold it up here.
Yeah. We can set it down here. Let's see if it kicks on. Okay, so you make the second trip to go back and buy more outfits, and then where do you go from there? Is Gana?
Hold 1 second, y'all. I apologize. 1 second. Okay. Okay, I'm back.
Gannon's still telling you that he wants to like lay down. How's he doing?
He was. Oh, something happened. There you go. See, I told you this was a sweet corner. The purchase could not be completed. I didn't purchase anything. The purchase cannot be completed.
Huh.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. I've never had that pop open before. The purchase could not be completed. Please try again later. Well, I mean, we tried. I guess it says to access signal, so.
Free ownership includes use.
How long have you guys had that app?
Oh God. Started driving for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe a long time. Yeah.
Because I want to say, like, I don't, it's never had me do a purchase.
I just said. You didn't need to ask me to do the purchase cannot be completed.
You didn't need anything. I didn't need anything. Okay. So you go back to Petco the second time. Does Gannon, these places that
Sorry, I was gonna say it says crash detection disabled. Does that mean I don't have the?
yours looks different than mine does. And you don't have a subscription.
Mm-mm. Like it gives me, but it sends me all the alerts like this. Like Carly arrived home.
Well, yeah. I mean, I get those too.
Yeah.
If you have certain places set, like
No,
work
I get
or
those.
home.
Yeah, well, I get the work at home, but it's gonna say completed a 4 mile drive, completed a 15 hour.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I get.
I think we might have different versions because I did
Okay.
Android. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. So when you and Gannon are out running around to these places and you know getting your gas and your coffee and Petco a couple times, and does he go into the stairs with you?
No,
Or?
but I parked. I know you're gonna see this, so I'm gonna say that I parked on the front, and like I don't know if you could, you'll probably if you see the Petco cameras. I'm in. Can I show you? Sure. I'm in the store a lot of times, walking back to the front door doing this. And my point of doing that is because I was making sure that I didn't see him like he needed something or like getting out or whatever. And he stays in the car like I will stay in the car all the time with like if like Lena's in the car and he'll be like, "It's okay, stay here, sit here, buddy. We'll be right back." I think we didn't think of it because he had his Switch with him and he was playing his Switch.
Did he know what store you were in?
Yeah, I think
So like if he needed you or whatever else.
But and I did keep walking to the door the several times, and I'm pretty sure I did it on the second visit too, walking back to the door just to make sure. You know, like if he was like, oh, you know, if I need you, whatever. So yeah, you can see that on there. Do you need to know like what I did in there, or
So you're just in there shopping, and then
it wasn't even a long shop.
okay,
Like it wasn't.
and then you come back out, and then where do you go?
So I know we were right in that area, like different places, but I don't think I stopped anywhere else specific to get anything other than Starbucks. I made a wrong turn, and then the 2 times at Petco, and I was looking for a Marshalls, but
After the second time at Petco, did you go anywhere?
I think after that Petco is when we started to head home.
Okay, so you go home.
And I want to give you like an accurate of that if I pull this up because I feel like right after Petco we went home. I want
to try and bring it up.
Yeah, I don't want you to think that I missed and I will tell you on the way there, we did stop to get gas somewhere. Okay. I can't remember if it was on the way there or way home.
Do you remember what station?
But we did stop to
Michelle,
get gas.
7-Eleven.
Here,
Come and go.
If you gotta go,
I hate to do this. Yeah, I need to run out. I'm gonna come back.
Okay.
Okay. It shouldn't take me very long, hopefully. But please continue talking with Detective Houston, and then whenever I get done with that, I'm gonna come back in and we'll get back on again. Right?
yeah, I'm trying to pull this up 2 minutes. Oh.
Sure. The USA app is being slow too.
Is it my phone?
I don't. You can try that corner again. It might. The floor is a little weird.
So for you guys, last Petco.
Mhm.
So did you buy something there that time or?
The second time, yes.
Okay. Okay.
And I know she kept asking me about what was gonna do and what was he, whatever, blah 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 blah. So I'm gonna say this about getting back.
Okay.
So everyone has been, yeah, like about this whole thing about camera footage and this happened because we didn't see this or didn't see this. So I'm very sorry.
What do you mean, everyone?
So like my whole family is being harassed. My mom is being threatened to be killed. My daughter is being stalked. I fight for female to get here because I had to put some safety measures in for her own well-being.
Okay.
And my family from back home is being threatened. People are saying they're sending people after them.
Okay.
All those things. So, you know, there's always a world of people making situations and saying, let's be a good person, but then threaten someone else.
Okay.
And so being aware of that, that's what was going on. So in between all that and all these people were sending me like messages that people were saying and blah blah blah. I didn't respond to any of them. During all that, there was something along the lines of someone checked uh, neighbors 2 doors down or something, camera footage, and never saw anyone do this or that. Like I don't know, like specifics. My point behind telling you that is if this is what you guys, and I'm not saying this is what you're basing stuff on, if this is what you're basing stuff on, is like in the day and age, timeline, security, things like that, you will see on somebody's security, you know, and I run to the car at 10 that morning and we're returning it. So well, I remember specifically the truck, I put it right in front of me. And
Door ring?
yes, but we don't have a subscription. But according to these neighbors who can see all the way to the truck every day,
Okay.
they should be able to show you during those time frames that we run in, we run out, we run back in, whatever.
Okay.
And
Do
then
you leave her?
Y'all see this girl using psychology. She thinks she's using it on the investigator. She didn't know nothing about the ring until Gadian told her, the father.
Send something and then you get back around to something.
I think it was like 2:35, 2:25, 2 something.
Okay.
Because I knew I had to be back in time to do a couple of things, and then I knew Lane would be coming there. I knew Harley would be getting off work. Yada yada yada. So that was the whole thing. So going on from there, Danny goes inside. I think first. I don't want to misquote myself, but I'm pretty sure he ran it first. And I had the bag for Petco and all that stuff. Now I don't.
Where did you go?
We always go into the garage if we like park like in the front part of the yard or things like that. So we go into the garage. Okay. He goes in through the garage. I go in. I'm getting ready to put up things, stuff like that. Nothing great about it. Okay. So as we got inside, I heard something, but I didn't think anything about it because I thought, you know, maybe Dana was like doing something, maybe we were like doing whatever. And the guy was there. And I gave him the code.
The guy from the.
Yeah, it's all my fault. I gave him my code to fix the person. And
Excuse me, yeah.
he was inside. I noticed when I had like walked in and I saw we have like a little bookshelf thingy. I keep my shapes in there too, but we also have like our guns and stuff. I saw it was open, but in my mind I thought maybe I left my shapes or whatever. Sunglasses? Yeah. Okay. So I didn't think anything of it when I heard the noise, and I just started walking downstairs. I didn't walk downstairs with like a gun or anything like that. So I started walking downstairs, and when I walked downstairs, I hear something again. Well, at that point in time, again, it was on the sofa, and I saw him, and I heard him again, and I walked on around to where the Gannon's room is here, and there's a storage closet here. Okay. And I heard something, and so I walked to the storage closet to open the storage closet. And when I do it, he was standing in there. He had on gloves. The storage closet? Yeah. Okay.
like towards the end of the drink. He was like hitting on me, and it was like hard, like on the ground. And he was trying to rape me, and I told him, I said, I have to tell you about this. And I from there on was like in a blur because I was trying so hard because Shannon had a table in his room and I went back and hit my head on it. Like fucking Shannon runs inside the room
Gosh.
and like tries to like be helpful.
Hold up, y'all. I got a headache. Hold up. This girl, this woman here, gonna change the whole story. She gets, yeah. She don't change. Do you hear her, Leticia? I mean, I want to fix my chair where it can lean back. I mean, this girl right here will give you a headache. Where the thing? Which one of these go back? Oh, wait, I can't.
Whatever. And from there, it was kind of like a blur. Everything else that was going on, and I was just like crying, freaking out, and I don't know what. I really don't know. I don't. I don't. And I'm just like in the moment thinking these memories of like, wow, like the thing was open, he had the gun. I didn't remember what happened there, and so I kind of like blacked out just a little bit. And so all these things are going through my mind as I'm blacked out. I don't know if like I know he was like when Gannon was like trying to get on him. I know he was like moving Gannon, and like, and it was just all like sort of like a cycle to me. And so I'm like out of it for a little bit, just for a little bit, and then from the time I woke up, I say woke up, but like I kind of like got a little bit, and I immediately like freaked out. I was like, I was like, I couldn't find Gannon. It was like the guy was still in the house. Lena was on the way. I didn't know where Gannon was at. And I was calling for Gannon. I thought he was hiding. Like I legit thought he was hiding in like maybe the other closet that was on the other side, the other, whatever. I thought he was hiding. I was so scared. So I run up the stairs because I hear, I know it's like almost time for Lena, and I hear that the Ring app had like a alert for someone at the front door. But it could have been just like Amazon or something driving by because there was nobody at the front door. And then I run back downstairs. In my mind, I was like thinking, "Where's Gannon?" And I didn't want to leave and like run outside and scream and go crazy because I did not know where he was at the time. And everybody says to me, like because I told Albert and them about it, and they're like, "Why didn't you like run go get help?" And I didn't want to leave to go get help, and I was terrified. I know Albert would kill me because Gannon was still in there. Mm-hmm. So then when I get downstairs, he has the gun, and he has Gannon, and I'm sitting there like freaking out, like the box, and Drea does make it to the door at this time. Mm-hmm. And then so I go upstairs because I know that he was like, "Don't say anything," because I didn't know if someone thought like he was a cop or if someone heard something or anything. So my thought process was, if I say anything, Gannon's down here, I need to just be as cool as possible at like because we order things on Amazon like all the time, books and things like that. So it was Lena. So the reason I sent Lena away was because I wanted her to be safe too. So I sent Lena on a mission to go get like the mail. Lena never gets the mail. Nothing like that. I sent her on a mission to go get the mail. Okay. And so I just started making up random things for Lena to go do. And I looked at Lena and I said, she was sitting there, I was like, just stay gone for a little while. I didn't want her coming back and then that, like her in the situation as we were too. So like in my mind, I think if I say anything, if I do anything, I just didn't know what to do. I was in complete panic. So I go back downstairs again. And I'm like pleading and like talking and like these things going on. Back and forth with him, and why are you doing this? Why did you hurt us? Why are you doing these things? And then it just started being like a hustle and puzzle, like back and forth. I don't even remember how it kept going for, like maybe I say 5 or 10 minutes. I don't know if it was that long. And then he was like on top of me again. And I kind of hit my head again. Oh, really? Yeah, table that was inside, like, in between the red table in there. Okay. And fourth thing again.
Yeah, I had to stop it for a minute. This Leticia. Ooh, wee. She can't get her story right.
And he was trying to do it again, and I was just like losing my mind, like completely, like our sister was raped. And so like, in my mind, I kept thinking, Albert's gonna be like I'm nothing, and I shouldn't have been thinking about that. I should have been, but I was, and that was all I could keep thinking about. Like was like we're the again over here, Raymond's coming, all these emotions are running through there, and he was like, he asked me to give him a suitcase, and I gave him a brown suitcase. He hit me on the head again, right here, like that. Okay. And so then he did that, and I whacked out again. I was like, how did it? And then I don't know what happened. I really don't. I don't know. I know that I did lie. I did. When they came, I did say, left, whatever. You know that. He never did. He never left. I'm sorry. I just didn't know what to do, and I panicked. I didn't know. I worked. Heard us trying to get a lot of bites. Yeah. And I just want to that's the only reason that I made up the lie is because I knew that I didn't want to face the consequences of, trying to explain to him all that was going on. Because he was saying to me, you're trying to make this about you. This is not about you. And I knew all those things because I've lived in it. I panicked. And I just told a story. I was going to try to think of, saying, I'm sorry that it might have delayed, looking for Gannon. I do not know where Gannon was. I do not know. I do not know his whereabouts from that point on. But it was still in the same time frame that I gave you guys. So there was no contradictory to that same time frame because it still was about 4 o'clock.
To go over the time frame what was the time frame?
It had to be around 4.
Okay.
Because Harley gets off at 4:30.
Okay.
And so Harley had just gotten home, or was on her way home, or something, and my phone was alerting. I knew Harley was on her way home, and I was gonna tell Harley when she got there. I was gonna be like, "Look, this is what happened. We need to get help. We need to call 911." And all I kept thinking about was, it's gonna be my fault. And I gave him the code. He brought the carpet. He did all that.
Okay.
And I fixed it. No, I had already cut it.
Oh, okay.
He brought the big roll of carpet. It's at the house. He brought that. Yeah.
Okay. And where's that at the house?
It's in the back storage room.
Okay. Is that the one that he was hiding in? Is that the storage room that he was in?
Yes.
Whenever you went down there?
Yes, I put the carpet back in the storage room. The reason I put the carpet back in there because it was laying in the so the storage room right here. It had fallen over at some point when all this was going on. Okay. I picked it up and put it back on the thing. I rolled it up.
Oh.
It wasn't all the way rolled out, but it was somewhat rolled out through the promotion, and I rolled it back up and put it in the inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So the time frame is that 4 o'clock is whenever.
I don't want to tell you exactly 4. I don't like saying that because
about 4 o'clock was whenever. Yeah. We can say about.
Okay.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
So
did they come home or?
Lane is still out and about. I leave home, comes home or whatever. I'm pacing the house, trying to think of a plan of what do I do? And I should have immediately gotten on the phone, whatever. But all I kept thinking about was it's not my fault. It's my fault because Albert's gonna say to me, you gave some stranger access to our home. This is all on you. And in my mind, I thought I could fix it. In my mind, I thought I could fix this. And I don't know why I thought that. I was
horrible decision making,
Mm-mm.
but also was in a very emotional state that in normal situations, people can say all they want. I will call, I would do this, I would do this. But if you're not in a situation, everybody handles things differently.
Sure.
And I was making an irrational decision in a panic situation when I should have immediately, being an educator, being all these things, it should have been one of those things where it was immediate, know how to answer. And you might think, sir, maybe want to be a flight attendant, you got to be able to think fast. It was not that easy in the moment because my mind was in so many directions that I could fix it. I literally thought I was going to fix it.
Sure.
And that was where it went from there. So I was going to tell Harley. I didn't tell Harley. I spaced around the situation and was thinking, okay, if I don't have any kind of like information, like if I don't have a plan in my brain at a certain time, that's when I'm going to call it.
Okay.
And so that's how.
You had like predetermined a time that you were gonna call if you hadn't figured
I
anything
didn't
out.
come up with a specific time, but in my brain I kept saying, okay, I got to act soon. But I knew that, I'm like thinking by 6:30, like I need to make a good decision because what am I going to tell the girls? Because they're going to be like, like we're in, like we were going to all go eat sushi. So that was where that time frame would have been like, what am I supposed to do? Go get in the car and be like, and it's like, I couldn't keep going on and on with the irrational decision of not calling home.
Okay.
And I had to stop the decision.
What happened? Tell me what happened as it went on.
So I called 911.
Okay.
And they said, hey, sorry, this is not an emergency. Just call us to the line.
Okay.
I called the other line. And there's a 4-hour wait for them to get there.
Okay.
So 4 hours later, they came. I'm still in a panic fit. I'm like, these people are, nothing I say is going to solve the situation. So I did say that it wasn't this time. Again, I've admitted it's a very rational decision because it could have been helpful to be honest and say, this is the description, here's who you're looking for, instead of like the situation being like, he was gone. And that was horrible. I should have done that because I think.
Okay.
And so from then on, that's when you guys came. They came through, asked me questions. They searched the house, every room, flashlight, whatever. They went outside, the garage. They searched my car, blah, blah, blah.
Okay. And was Harley there at this time?
When they did the searches?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it took like 4 hours. So it was like later in the night that this had happened.
Okay. So when you say they searched your car, which car did they search?
Like the car, my car, like the black car.
The black car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like so there was a deputy, there was like 6 or 7. And then one of those deputies that responded to the scene, he came around with a flashlight and he like searched like everything up and down to every room, would ask me questions like, would this wallet be here? Would this be here? Like, would this be here? Would this be here?
Sure, trying to figure out what's normal, what's not normal.
And I put everything back in order. Like I told you I moved the carpet, I fixed the situation because I was being stupid. And I should have told them what had really happened.
Okay.
And so he went through everything. He went through the outside. He went through the car. He went through the trunk. He went through everything.
But he actually got into the car?
He wanted my ID.
Okay.
And he asked me. He said, "Do you mind if I look around?" He
Sure.
said, in the garage. He opened my car. In fact, he left my car to open because the next morning the back door was.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he went in the car doors. I'm sure you guys have a record of who was in there. But he opened the car, opened up the trunk. He looked through the bags that were in the truck. He looked through everything in the garage, whatever over here. Came back in. He did the same thing, and like in different parts.
He was trying to be like really thorough.
Yeah, like trying to be really, really thorough. He was going to every part of the house.
Okay.
And he asked me if anything missing, and it wasn't true. There was nothing missing because I did take the gun that he had. I did put the gun back.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So, was there anything else that happened on Monday? Like, did you talk to Harley about it, or
About what I told you? Mm-hmm. No, I told them the first situation.
like what you told our dispatch.
Right.
That, and that was that Gannon went to go play at a friend's house.
Right.
And do you remember that friend's house name?
And I never gave anyone a name or anything at all. And also too, like, I didn't want to leave out any key points or whatever.
Sure.
I had my headphones on because when I was like upstairs when it all started, I had my headphones on, so my headphones were still on through the whole scene. So that's why if you ask me like did you hear any noises? Did you hear anyone leaving? Did you hear the alarm go back off? I had my headphones still on. They were still on my head.
When you came inside the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I had my headphones still on when I came inside the house. Like, not to the house with them, but like in the house. When I went downstairs, I still had my headphones on.
Okay.
Yeah, like I did like this.
Okay, so help me understand that. And so when you came into the house, you didn't have them on, but then you had them on when you went downstairs?
Yeah, because I came in doing like a normal, I'm getting ready to listen to music, I was going to work out.
Okay.
So like, you gotta get moving on back and forth.
And do you have,
Like I have beat audio.
like,
So,
ones that go over or when they come in?
yeah, the ones that like, look at like, kind of like smash their head and all that. Yeah, so I always have to,
Like,
yeah, I always have
on
to,
your head?
I always have to like move on, like back and forth and stuff like that. Okay. That's what I was doing, was moving them when I was like, do I hear something? Yeah. And it's kind of like I heard something, but I wasn't sure that I heard something at all. And that's when I started with them.
Okay. And are they like voice canceling or anything like that, or ambient sound, or do they just be like play regular music?
I mean, I think they would be voice canceling, right? Because that would be,
I don't know. I think you can get them either way.
that would be deep. I'm not sure.
But I think you can get them either way. So I didn't know if you knew.
Yeah, I don't know. We have two different pairs, and the one, like, we have two different, and I know one of them is like the push, push in kind or whatever. And the other one doesn't push in as much, and I have the ones that like. So that.
So you have two different pairs.
No, Albert, I'm saying like we have two
As a
different.
family.
Yeah.
So which ones were you wearing?
Mine.
Okay, which color are those?
Matte, like a matte gold, or
Okay. And what color are Albert's?
red, I think.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. I just want to make sure
Yeah.
that, like if we see them or whatever again, then we know which ones are yours and which ones are his. So that it's like, if you said that your head got hit and stuff like that, and we'll go back to that a little bit, but maybe if you like touched them or something like that, then we want to make sure that we get the right one.
Right.
Was there anything else that happened Monday, like after the deputies left or anything like that?
No, so I went out to my car that morning because I knew that Albert was going to in whatever.
Yeah, all right, yeah, we gotta talk. I can't do Leticia. I can't do Leticia, but I'm gonna do it until the end. Leticia is telling she's allegedly telling a storyline. She's telling a story. And it's not matching with it's not matching with what she's saying. If she got hit upside the head twice, how in the world, when she came in the house, she had headsets over her head? Why did she go get her head checked? She got hit twice. She wouldn't have these on her head. Then she went down and do some exercise. That's why the investigator want to come back and question her about that. And another thing, I know allegedly she didn't get that man. I can't say I know. Allegedly, she didn't give that man the code to her house because that's what the alarm for to protect the family. Then you send your daughter out the door. You send your daughter away for a while. Where did you send your daughter to? Where did you send your daughter away to? That's a little girl. She had just got out of school and you send her away. Gannon, the first time you said Gannon was outside. Ever since they brought that infinity ring camera in, the teacher is trying to react what she's saying. It's not making sense, Leticia. And that's her sitting there with her head down.
So like routine. And like I got up, whatever. I got in my car and I realized that the guy had left the back door open. And then so I was like, oh, the car might not crank. And I drive out and I drive down the street because I was gonna drive my car, blah blah blah, to pick it up. And I decided to come back because it was too early. His spot wasn't coming in until 8:53.
Okay.
And I was gonna like honestly just drive. I had to think in my brain, I was like, this is the best thing. But I didn't. I just drove down the street and came back.
And that was in your black car.
Mhm.
Okay. And then you ended up picking him up later.
Yeah.
And you took your black car to do that.
No, yes. So what happened is I took my black car, but I sent him a message earlier and I said, hey, is there people get a rental car?
Okay.
And he said, yes. I have a leased vehicle, so you can only put like 1,000 miles on it. And I'm like pretty anal about, like I don't want to go over and that type of thing. So his car is very expensive on gas. So I was going to I did get a little economy car and I knew we'd be driving around everywhere. Everybody was like searching and in my mind I was like freaking out because I'm going to blame because there's someone I code and at home. And so I was like, I never going to drive everywhere all day. So I was like, I'm going to get a rental car.
Okay.
So I did. And so I got my rental car and I left my black car at the airport.
You left it at the airport.
Right. Because I had to have a way to, like, I didn't walk. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Albert asked me where my car was at, and I told him it was at Frank. The reason I told him that is because Albert and I get a lot of questions about this whole working and changing career thing that you guys, I told you about in the beginning. And that was like a personal situation that I didn't want to fuss with him about, like the working and changing, you're going to give up your career for this, this, and this. So I just said, I had just put this up to do that. So I said, it's at French, one of my friends thought. That's what I thought.
Okay.
So that's why he thought it was at French, but it was my way of, so he thought that I wanted him, he knew I had to go get my stuff from French because I stopped working there. And that's kind of, I wanted it to go with the story because I wasn't ready yet to tell him I wasn't returning at all. So it just wasn't.
Okay. So he doesn't know that yet.
Well, he knows that like I'm a verified attendant and oh never mind, I can't do it because I'm been back and forth. I'm gonna go from making almost I think like 60 grand to I think I got like 18 to 20 hours an hour, but you can only do so many things like reserve shifts and stuff like crash pads. So I'm back and forth on something I really want to do and the money. So I was back and forth with him on that, and that was just one of those things where it just wasn't okay to be like, oh, you're gonna be a teacher again. Oh, you're gonna do this again. Oh, you're back at school again. Blah blah blah. So you're back at subbing again. So
So you drove to the airport in your black car. Okay. What time did you do that?
it's like ended at 8:50 something. So I got there in time to get my car, and then I walked up to the thing. He was coming down the escalator, and then I go over the budget, and I look at the rental car. He's sitting on the little corner
Stop
over
me.
here, waiting on his
No.
bag. We walk out. We just
No.
And so where did you park your car at the airport?
Stop. Careful.
in a short-term parking, maybe about
No.
like a middle way.
Stop. Move, cut me.
It's a long. You go from you got the rental cars, the section here, section. So look at the further section, and then we'll go here.
Okay. And then you're in your black car this morning.
Right. But I had to turn the rental car back in.
Okay. Right. Okay. So you picked your car up this morning.
No. So I took the rental car back last night.
Hey, y'all, hold up. Leticia, how is this girl doing everything by herself? She done been across the line. She done put the boy in the suitcase. She done been here. She done been there. How can one person do this? We need a timeline. I don't believe the timeline right. It's no way. It's no way. How in the world can one person do all of this? I see why she's stressed.
because I didn't know what time situation, he's upset with me for not telling you guys first, so that, it could have been a quicker search or whatever the case may be. So I didn't know, like, I thought we were going to have to stay, like in a hotel or something. So I parked my car. My probably picked me up because I was going to get a run home. Okay. And so I thought you guys would like to get a
Well, people are working different
Yeah,
shifts,
yeah.
and so I just want to make sure that while we're talking that I have all of the information, right? So if I ask you something that you feel like has already been covered before, I'm not trying to be a brat or anything like that. I just want to make sure we have everything, we're all on the same page with everything. Okay. So you drove the rental car back last night, early this morning.
No, it was last night. It wasn't that. It wasn't that late.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Harley picked you up, and you left your car at the airport still?
No. Okay. So I drove my car. I drove the rental car back. Got in my car.
Okay.
But,
okay.
Okay. So I didn't have anywhere to go because they're fussing at me and we're not, everything's going on in the searches and things like that. So I didn't really have anywhere to go, and some of my stuff was at home, so I didn't have a car to get gas. I didn't have anything like that. So I was basically like just, like going somewhere parking, like trying to stay warm because it got a little bit cold or whatever.
Sure.
So finally, I gave in. I was like, Albert, look, and he was like, I need you to tell me the truth. And that's how I started messaging her that I would, I'm gonna come home and I'm sorry, I'll tell you exactly what happened, all my fault because I should have let everyone know that I guess, I did because, so at that point, I leave my car at the hotel, which is near Harley's work, and Albert was like, "You guys coming?" I said, "Yes." We're on our way. I leave my car at the hotel the entire night, and leaving Harley's car. We stay home tonight, last night, and then I come back to Harley and begin work this morning, and I walk over to the hotel.
Okay. So had you gone and gotten a hotel room and then changed your mind and just
No,
stay home?
no, I parked my car because I was going to get a hotel. And my thought process was if we got in Harley's car and went home, and I didn't want people like, if the wife was there, I didn't want people like, so there's a domestic type situation like going on, like me, myself,
Yes.
like her family and that type of thing. So my plan was we'll just come back here and stay at the hotel if we have to.
Sure.
So that was the whole point of me leaving my car there.
Do you remember which hotel it was?
Yes, it's IHP, the Holiday Inn that was right there.
Holiday Inn?
Yeah, and again, that's where the keys are at.
You were? Okay.
It could have been something separate, but I just assumed because when I got in my car to pick it up, I'm just like, I don't want it.
Go over by like the movie theater and stuff like that. And it was their cars or CID cars?
It has to be whatever, white and maybe green, maybe white and something.
Okay.
I just assumed they were there because my car was there, but I parked it there because he only drove one car in case he came back. He had to get hotel. So. And then I picked it back up this morning.
Did you back up this morning? No. And then you came here, or did you go to New York?
No, I was just driving around because I was on the phone trying to figure out situations for, like, my mom was getting, I think we was getting all those messages. So I wanted to talk to them because they were freaking out and I hadn't been able to talk to them in the last while. At that point, my mom was like really worried that I hadn't told her why are these people, in her sister, and so at that point in time I had to make that decision to focus on making sure my mom knew, hey, if I don't respond to, anything people say, and that type of thing.
There's just one question. I know, like, it was probably really frustrating. I know your husband was upset and stuff like that too. Like, you had to take a long time to get out there for, I guess you were under the impression that it was a runaway or whatever. So it took longer.
In her sister, and so at that point in time I had to make that decision to focus on making sure my mom knew, hey, if I don't respond to, anything people say, and that type of thing.
So I just have one question. I know, like, it was probably really frustrating. I know your husband was upset, stuff like that too. Like, we had people a long time to get out there for, I guess we were under the impression that it was a runaway or whatever, and so it took longer to get out there to you guys. In the meantime, like when we did get out there, there's like all these people out in the neighborhood and like stuff going on in Facebook and stuff like that. How did that happen? Like, Albert had someone else start talking on Facebook. Okay. And the kid's mom. Okay. So she like initiated some kind of, and then a lot of people comment. Okay. So the community page is a quiet active page for it. Okay. I didn't know if you had posted something or Albert. Not originally. He had the girl India post an original page. Just like initially. Oh. So in front of your guys' or that's one of the kids they use now. Okay. 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 So I want to go back a little bit. Just to kind of yeah, like give you like really fast. Absolutely. Okay. Sure. Let me get a video of this. Not like yeah. So we're coming back. Okay. We'll do like a long-term process or something like that. So you can save everything wherever it is, and we don't have to like, clean up anything or anything like that. And I'll just show you where the restroom is. You want to leave that here and move that? Your hot pocket. Oh, you want to take it to the bathroom right now?
Ooh. Yeah, we taking a okay. While they taking a stress free, we gonna take a stress free and talk about this. Okay, we gonna talk about this. That teacher something else. That teacher Stauch. Woo! She trying to manipulate the investigators by letting them think her way. This is the way it is, and that's not the way. Alleged, I can't say it's not the way. What word? Allegedly, not the way. It happened. She can't even stand up. She didn't even stand up to take a break. I mean, what happened to this girl to make her get like this? Because she all over the place. She all over the place. I really want to hurry up and what I really want to get to her sister, y'all. She has a sister who's there. I mean, her story is all over the place. This is crazy. She say this, she say that, but she do this and she do that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna skip it to since they took a break. They had to get a break. I'm gonna tell you, dealing with these two cases, you need a break. So let me see how long the break is because she didn't stand up. Tisha did not stand up. She don't need a break. She's still sitting down.
I don't know the specific name of the ones, but they're like a little salty.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna skip a little bit because I got other content.
And that was like, almost like an echo noise. And that was, and below my room would be that storage room. Okay. So you were in your room when you heard that? So when I heard that, I don't know if I was, I know I had the headphones on. Okay. I don't know if I was in the room or walking back and forth because I had a big speaker box over here. And then you got either I played the big speaker or play the headphones or however on the big speaker back. I don't know if I was up here, there. Again,
I'm confused, y'all. I'm confused. How is she listening to music, doing all of this walking, headphones on her head, and the man came in there and did all of that to her? She even said the dude RAPE her. And she didn't call the ambulance. She didn't go to the doctor. Come on, somebody help me with this case. Gannon, it's all about her. Gannon. What about Gannon, Leticia? The whole scene have been about you. Talk about Gannon. Let's go.
motion thing because that would give you a better time like that, you could forward or whatever, just 5 here or like that. But when I heard it, that's when I was just kind of like, oh, and you're right. I even told you earlier, I had to, a couple of times before even thought that would be over. So when you thought you heard something, what happened? So I don't remember if it was 1 or 2 times or whatever that I kind of was like doing this here and then back and forth. And that's when I told you that I, started about kind of spirit. And I told you that Hannah was on the right of the area. Like when you walk down the stairs, he was on the right of the area. And was the guy just out or no, the noise was probably because of like moving around, I guess, or whatever. And the door was like almost not necessarily like a semi-crack, or maybe a semi-crack. I don't know if he was looking out, like peeking out or anything like that. And so I noticed that someone was right there. And that's when immediately it was just, so it wasn't like, hey, how are you? It was, people in your home, they're not there to, when they're not supposed to be doing whatever, they're not there to like, help you. It was immediate from then on. That it was for that, Dana come in, started on. Let's slow all that part down. Okay. So you go downstairs, you notice somebody's there. What's the next thing that happened? So I noticed that he was there. He had, I told you, when I went in my room earlier, one of the things that I remember triggered, not the trigger that I thought was odd, but I had my shades and I remember I told you my doors were open to the cabinet in the room. Okay. So I noticed that they were open. So that kind of in my mind was like, why is that open? But that also set off the fact of your brain runs rapidly and you're looking like, oh, that's why that door was open. But that you like to put it together. Right. I put it together very, very quickly. And so that part ran back in my mind. And so immediately when he saw that, he saw me. I don't know if the intentions was to come in that scene. I don't know the intentions if it was to do anything because I don't think the intentions was going to be because it was he already had a drug. He already had have obtained a gun from our home that had already been listening, and immediately it was an attack. And from there, I didn't look at you. I did during the cabinet. I take a Lorazepam for anxiety, and it was like already super anxiety from having all this, going on, like fire, stuff like that. So I took 2 of them. So I did go in, take 2 Lorazepams, and yeah. That was in the cabinet, the Lorazepam, or was that somewhere else? That's in the kitchen. So you said that you went in. I'm sorry. Like in the kitchen, we had a kitchen cabinet. I have to say that to you. Okay. The cabinet that I'm talking about, the door is a bedroom cabinet. It's like a armoire, like a small one, like doors open. I can specify cabinet. Right. The bedroom one, the second one would be where the medication. Right. So I did take. That's why I said I did something, but I did take 2 of that. It says that I did do that, and then again. So just so we're clear, the kitchen cabinet was where your medication was. Describe me the armoire in the bedroom. There's the page in your cabinet. So you want to know what's in it or what? What does it look like? So, sorry, so it's silver, 24 glass, and it does have handle. It's a little knob. It's corner, and then of course we have a few other for it doesn't have doors or anything. No doors. It has the insert. Oh, yeah, that's it. Where's that in your regular? You have a room, like like opening the door, walking in there, and it's exactly right there. Okay. Is it on something or does it have its own feet? I have it on feet. Okay. I just want to make sure that we're it has its own feet. Yeah, and like if I had to do like I don't know what or whatever, I just wanted to tell you about the medicine because I was like, I mean, it's hard to me. Yeah, so that's good. And I had already taken one that morning too. So it was just, I was getting a panic attack, but I just was taking a lot. I have a lot of it. I think that I was thinking, yeah, I don't think any of that just having it this. Yeah, a little bit more than me. Right. Just because it was just, like a whole anxiety of it. You go downstairs and you see him, and you said that he had already found a gun. He had already been in the home, like in our home, like moving. I said, you got doing something. You would have just walked in and known either you just had to go in and most people would probably look through doors and things like that. I don't know, I'm not making that a personal thing. I'm just saying he had already seen one. And kind of like, I can't speak for what, like what went on or anything. Okay. What, can you describe the gun for me? So it was a black one. I don't know what makes him not like what the brand was or whatever. Okay. Is it, whether it was like a revolver or like a automatic? Yeah. Okay. And is that like, you know the caliber? I think you do. 380 or 9, one of those. Okay. So you said it was your black gun. Okay. How many guns do you have? 4? 4? Okay. What kind are they? I don't know the big one that ever has it. I have a lot of things. Okay. And there's the top gun. So I think that those two figures. 380? Yeah, like I think like I think it's like a 380. They're both 380. Okay. And are they both black or like sometimes they have like.
Okay, y'all. I can't do no more Leticia today. Y'all, what y'all think? I just asked y'all, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about this? What y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think? Okay, look, I gotta cut this down to 1 minute. Cut this. Yeah, we're gonna start right here. Leticia is making me hungry. She making me hungry, and I know that allegedly Miss Leticia won't remember what she said. She's saying too much to remember what she's saying, y'all. It's too much going on for me. Today, um, today, this is gonna be a separate live. Really, I'm gonna. I just got some breaking news about Shaquella Robinson. I kind of, I don't know what. I'm out there to pull it up. I don't know, but it was something suspicious about Shaquella Robinson case. It was 2 separate autopsies. The family did, the hotel did one, and the family did one. I need to find out what happened. A lie just came through, y'all. Let me see. Can I find? Let me see. What made? I already knew once they got them over here. Once they let them go, it was gonna be hard to get them back over here. I already knew that. But that was the end. Leticia Stauch. Let's see what we can find out about. Let me edit everything and see what I can find out about Shaquella Robinson. Let's add Shaquella Robinson here because I'm not gonna be able to go in and come out. I just found out a few minutes ago that let me see. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna get the real deal. Is gonna give you the real deal news, but I still got to go back and really read this because I already knew this gonna happen. Though. It took them too long. If they was gonna do something, they was gonna do something. But you have to prove that that fight happened to her, and I couldn't understand How are they saying? I don't know. Let me start. Hold on for a minute before I start talking bad. I knew it. I knew it. I kind of figured it. There was no charges with Shaquetta Robinson case. Let me type this in right quick, y'all. Okay, let me put right here breaking news. Breaking. Let me just put breaking. Ain't nothing. It's nothing gonna happen. And I see a lot of people talking about what's his name? It's a Crump. He did what he had. He did what he's supposed to do. They been did that second autopsy. They already did that second autopsy. Come on, y'all. Y'all remember when they did it? No charges. Will be filed. Hold on. I can come back. Okay. Let me say this. Okay, let me pull something up. Yeah. Okay, y'all tripping. Okay, let me find out. What I'm gonna do, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna mix these two. I'm not. I'm not gonna mix these two. I'm not gonna. I was, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm not gonna mix these two. Uh, I'm not gonna do that. It'll mess up everything. Start the interview. I could say stop interview. Starts interview. Hold on, y'all. Starts interview. Uh, let's say was okay. Okay. All right. Let me go back here. All right, y'all. I'm gonna end it. I'm not gonna go into another live. I'm kind of tired. So what I put down there that Leticia Stauch trial, and I said Stauch interview choices and decision was absolutely off track. I'm not tired of y'all. It was off track. Her interview was so off track. It gave me a headache. I had to leave from the I had to leave from the live, y'all. I had to leave this live. I have to go back and take that other off out. Okay, my title. I'm gonna have to fix that. I wait till I leave off from over here. Uh, I can't, y'all. I can't with Leticia. I can't. I can't with Leticia. I can't. That girl there came up with so much new stuff, and she tried to outsmart. See, she trying to outsmart her husband, but her husband put that information out there for her. Period. Let me ask y'all something. Do you all think somebody else helped Leticia? Do y'all think somebody else mentally helped her? This is strange. One person putting all this pressure on them. She had to lose it somewhere. She lost it somewhere. She's doing too much to say what she said she did. Leticia did so much in this interview. It's no way a human could have did this, y'all. They can't just get hit upside the head twice and then show the lady in her head. She wasn't coming back in that interview. And she had to took all her other stuff. She wasn't coming back. Leticia about to head out that door. She did all of this for insurance money and a man. Somebody else's child. If she was tired of that little boy, she should have told her daddy, I can't handle it no more. Well, baby, I gotta go to a baby. I can't. She should have told her husband instead of taking his son's life out of here. She took his life away. And to me, how in the world? How? And Paco, why is she going? Does she know what a Paco is? Y'all, Paco is place where you buy animal stuff for animals. Why would she be going back and forth to a Paco? Where she get coffee from? First, I thought she said she got the coffee from Paco. I ain't never went in Paco and saw no coffee, but maybe they Paco have coffee. I don't want to take nothing from them. I don't want to put. I don't want to do take nothing or give nothing. So I just don't know what to say about Leticia. I really don't. I don't. But y'all, I appreciate you all watching and all the now. I won't be on here today for Lori Vallow. What her name? I can't remember the last name. But anyway, I won't be here for Lori this evening because Lori they stopped the trial because the lead prosecutor, something happened and he had a family emergency and he had to leave. So somebody might have the jury might have they might have questions for him. So what they had to do was dismiss the case for today, but they will resume back on tomorrow. And I hope his family is all right and everything. He gonna have to take it easy now because if something happens to somebody in his immediate family, it's not gonna be right. It's not gonna be good for him. You know what I mean? To try, because this case is a mind thing. It's a heart and a mind breaking. And then when you a mind setting, so when you thinking about whatever happened to your family, you're gonna be able to concentrate. He might not be competent to go on with the trial. So what would they do in this situation? So y'all like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate the Real Deals being here today. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do. People, we got to get these lights up. I'm bringing the information. I'm working hard. So we got to get the light. Only thing I do is touch lights. Touch the like button, okay? I bring the truth to y'all. I bring it, and I deserve. I appreciate it, okay? I love y'all. Peace. I'm out.